Shedeur Sanders sacked to end the game against the Chicago Bears. Kind of a rough game for him. Even that box score at the bottom that you could see 18 for 35, 177 yards, 3 interceptions. That wasn't even really that accurate. He was really I think it was like 15 for 25 because this was all garbage a lot. 15 for 25, 125 yards, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and a passer rating of 15. And it just made me think of this from First Things First. Shedeur Sanders' coach will outplay Caleb Williams. What a take. I don't think it's that hot to take. I think it's definitely on the board. I think it could easily happen. And I don't think it's just a function of Shedeur outplaying Caleb at all. I think it's the Browns defense significantly outplaying the Chicago defense. And Chicago's the bottom third in almost every defensive category. And then he says this, though, it's pretty funny. 1/3 in almost every defensive category where they make hay is in turnovers, and that could well, and that's what they did. So this, again, this box score is so misleading because, like I said, it was 12 for 25, 125 yards. I think it was under 5 yards per attempt. The one interception, that was just a crazy interception by the Bears. I won't hold that on Shedeur. But Caleb obviously played significantly better. 17 for 28, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 112.5 passer rating. I really like this game plan because they obviously really wanted to run the ball, and DeAndre Swift obviously getting going big time. Ben Johnson continues to show his mastery over the run game. Caleb Williams with a pretty big scramble as well. Many getting involved, obviously. But then asking Caleb to really make some big time throws. It was just really like, we're going to run, and then we're going to take our shots down the field, and clears throat. That's really what they look to do. They were aggressive in the pass game, aggressive in the run game, and we're just going to be aggressive, right? We're just going to be aggressive. And the one touchdown pass to DJ Moore, I still don't know if that was a great play or a terrible play. Like, I still don't know. Was that a great decision or a terrible decision? Because that catch and throw was absolutely insane. That's one of those things where when you catch a touchdown, you go, oh my God, that was one of the most unbelievable throws, unbelievable plays I've seen. And if it's intercepted, you go, what are you doing? Why are you making that throw? What are you doing? What are you doing? So I'd love to know what Ben Johnson thinks of that, what Ben Johnson has to say about that. That's why the commentator was just like, I'd love to be in the meeting when they break down that one, because it really was just absolutely wild. But, again, the Cleveland Browns are obviously not a good team. And Clee and the Chicago Bears did exactly what they needed to do. They made Shedeur Sanders look like a rookie quarterback. They attacked a high-level defense in the Cleveland Browns. They were 5 for 13 on third down. 361 total yards. Obviously, we're able to take advantage with some interceptions. 3 for 4 in the red zone. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Again, the defense did what it needed to do. You continue to make a young quarterback look like a young quarterback. That is the bare minimum for a great defense, for any competent defense, and they did just that. Got put a lot of pressure on him. Some of the sacks were just him trying to do too much, hold on to the ball. Some of them are just, you got after him right away. But Shedeur had some nice throws as well, So that's kind of the silver lining. Shedeur still kind of gives you some things to really like. He made a couple throws when he was under intense pressure and looked like he was going to get rocked, and had some nice, beautiful, deep ball passes. So, all in all, I still think it's a positive step in the right direction for Shedeur. It still gives you enough to be like, okay, there's some juice here, right? So I still think it ends up being a net positive for Shedeur, but also should kind of tap the brakes a little bit of this guy's just invincible, and he's just going to automatically hit the ground running and just be dominant, right? And that's what everyone kept trying to invent and force, and that was obviously not the case. And, in a game where on a day where Jackson Dart was 20 for 36, and he has a terrible team. He has a terrible O-line. He has no run game. He has no receivers. He's got nothing going for him. He's got a fired coach and an interim coach. He was 20 for 36, 246 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he ran 9 carries for 63 yards. So it's just, we all sometimes just got to breathe. But I know people don't always want to do that. Yeah, took care of business. Wasn't a catch game for the Bears. Just an important game for them just to take care of business, right? Not leave the door open in any one direction, right? Where now you felt like, this offense was kind of lacking. Caleb didn't really play that well, or this defense, allowed Shedeur to be comfortable all game. Like there's none of those random takeaways that you have to be like, yeah, listen, this is a good game. They won, but like Caleb didn't really play that well, or like they couldn't really run the ball against this defense, or whatever it may be, right? Like there was no issues whatsoever in that regard. So it was just a high quality, clean game against a bad opponent, but a bad opponent that still had enough there where you could be like, what are some interesting takeaways from this game, right? They're not. The Cleveland Browns aren't so tremendously bad that you could just be like, this game kind of means nothing. This is the Tennessee Titans right now. They're so bad. Who cares? I do think that there is still some nuggets, 21 first downs, 12 of them passing, 8 rushing. Yeah, I mean, it's just a very clean, straightforward game. 31-3. I guess that's the most disappointing part, is that you gave up 3 points. How dare you? And you let Shedeur Sanders get some garbage, get some garbage stats at the end. But I'm obviously just being tongue-in-cheek there. But yeah, no. More to really said about this game, honestly. Game, set, match. Chicago Bears, they're still in it for the 1 seed win. Big wins all around. Some big losses all around. See what happens to the Packers. Broncos game. About to go start watching that right now. So, got to wrap this clip up because we got some other big games that we got to get after. So, but those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Chicago Bears taking down Shedeur Sanders, the hottest rookie under the sun in the history of the NFL, 31-23? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.